session is, these are all, well, a lot of the questions I'm getting are all about angel investors and investors who put the first check in the idea, in the person, in pretty much what they believe is somebody that's not ready to take a Series B or Series A kind of investment. So I've got three interesting people. Ravi Trivedi, can you come up first, please? And please take a seat if you don't mind. Then I've got Anil Joshi from Mumbai Angels. Ravi Trivedi represents, Srijan Capital. Srijan Capital. Anil Joshi from Mumbai Angels. And I've got Paul Singh from 500 Startups. Paul, come on up. Can we have another mic for them if you don't mind? Okay, thank you. It'll be just a lot of questions for you guys, as opposed to having a pitch from each of you guys, right? And we will let you make a Twitter-style 140-character pitch towards the end. All right? First question, and I'm going to let Paul take this, and then we'll go to Anil, and then we'll go to Ravi. Paul, Bharti Jacob said that VC as an asset class has done what in the last 10 years? How have they performed?
You just want me to fill in the blank?
Yeah, and answer
they
the
lost
question.
A lot of
How
money.
have they done in the last 10 years?
We lost a lot of money.
Okay, can you say that so everybody can listen to?
Yeah, I mean, the fact is that venture capital, unless you're one of the top, 10% of the firms or 20% of the firms, you're losing money. As an industry, we're bleeding money.
Okay, I'm going to get your question. Go for who's there? Yeah, go for your question.
I actually wanted to ask him.
That's okay. Ask the question. We'll get him later.
We're not good enough.
That's okay. That's okay. Ask the question. We'll get somebody else to answer.
In the last 5 years window, which are the companies whom you have met, but after hearing them, you did not fund them, and now in 2012 you relent?
Okay, so Gautam, can you take that offline? So the question is, let me ask the question to Anil. Anil, you get. Okay, so I'm going to generalize the question, and then you can take that offline. Yeah. So Anil, the question is, you've listened to so many pitches over the last few years, and then you've made some investments, and you've not made a lot of investments. Which of those companies actually has gone on to do well, and what is the percentage of those that have gone on to do well?
When you ask that question, you should bring a beer up or something.
So see, angel investment per se is just 6-year-old in country. Of course, individual angels has been investing. So it's too difficult to give a statistics, which company would have performed, because we are the guys who come at a very early stage. And typically company takes from 4 to 6 years, to demonstrate. So no specific answer to your query. I guess maybe 3 years after now, we'll have some, answer to this question.
Okay. Let me give you my perspective. Paul, do you have an answer to that question? Oh, Ravi, go ahead.
I do have 2 investments I wish I made, but I felt I passed them for the right reasons. In one case, the chemistry with the other investors was not there. In the other case, there was a bigger fund who came in, and there was no way I could compete with that. I mean, I couldn't disclose them, but both of them are doing well.
Okay. Paul?
Well, I mean, look, I think I would just echo that. I mean, we've all probably skipped out on a lot of good deals that are obvious in hindsight. But look, I mean, you're just making the most rational decision you can based on the data that you have, and sometimes stuff doesn't work out. One of the stories that Dave tells often is about Uber. My partner, Dave McClure, talks about Uber. Right? We passed on Uber in the U.S., but at the time, the current CEO wasn't there. The team that was there wasn't ideal.
Okay.
It's like the week after we passed, it all switched.
If I have a question, question, and then all 3 of you, I would like to have answered this question because it's different perspectives on the same question. If I have an idea, I have a business plan, and I plan to quit my job, would that be of interest to you guys? Let Ravi start first.
No, unless you quit the job and show the commitment, we are definitely not interested.
Anil?
I guess need to quit job before you get funded. But we have funded companies where one of the founder have, started and other people have joined, after that.
Paul?
It depends. If sole founder, need to quit. If multiple, then it can follow in stages.
You've got to be full-time. We're not going to put money in unless you're full-time, and more importantly, we need you to have a product.
Okay. Can you repeat that?
So we are not going to put money in unless you're committed and full-time, and we would want to see all the founders in there. Unless there's a really compelling case.
And you want a product, you said?
We want a product.
Anil, what about you?
Product.
Ravi, what about you?
Because we have 2 different models. In one case, again, that's why I wanted to kind of do the quick 140-character pitch. We have one in which we are like a classic angels, but we are a syndicate because we write a 2 lakh to a 15 lakh check in there. It's a small amount, but part of syndicate. But the other model, which is the incubation model, in which case we have a validated idea which an entrepreneur comes up with and has, let's say, one piece of this thing missing. Let's say you are a tech guy, you don't have a digital marketing expertise. Now that's what we are building in-house in our incubator. So that's the difference in the model we have. And in that case, we would consider that.
I'll just add here, I think we funded a company called MCoach, which is now in Mobi. They got funded at laptop stage. So I know if it helps, great, but we do help, we do invest at concept stage as well.
Okay, more questions. These are angel investors, so they typically invest even before VCs do. Any more questions for these guys? I've got a lot of questions that have come up. Yes, one second. Might you go with you? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, that's not a question for them. It's a question for VCs. But let me ask for these guys. His question was, why are any investors reluctant to sign NDAs?
Typically, we see a lot of deals, and we don't want to. I mean, a lot of them would be in the similar areas. I mean, in the past, I was also a VC. I was a VC with the US fund. I'm still part of it. But so we see a lot of deals, and as a result, we don't want to take that risk of saying that we stole that.
On lighter note, I guess VC loves signing, term sheets and agreement, and they keep signing NDA. I think one person would be just signing NDA, whole year. So it's not possible, dude. They evaluate, I think, loads of business plan, and if they just keep signing, NDA, then I think they will not be doing their job. So it's not practically possible.
All right, hold on. Yes.
When you invest and take equity in a company, to what extent do you control the decision of the company?
Okay. Why don't we start with Ravi and then we go to Paul? When you invest in a company,
so if
and
it's
you
an
take equity, right, how do you control decisions the companies make, and what level of control?
Right. I think in the angel investment, we definitely want the entrepreneur. In both the cases, we want the entrepreneur to run. But when it is incubation, again, the model is different. We are kind of like a co-founder, so we believe that in that model, we want to have a stake in some of the decision making. But in the other model, we have more active mentoring.
Paul?
So we, because of our quantitative model, we are typically only holding 5 to 7% of your company anyway. So even if we wanted to, we can't really control anything. One thing I would just say about this, though, is that I actually think that investors cannot influence the outcome. I think that we are just accelerants of whatever's going to happen. The default state of every startup is failure, and only you as a founder can get out of it. We'll just help you accelerate.
Yeah, go next.
There are a lot of accelerators coming up nowadays. So as an angel, if there is an entrepreneur who has gone by himself for the last year, self-funded, or there is somebody who's come to an accelerator, what's the difference in perspective?
Difference between a company that is coming through an accelerator versus a self-funded bootstrap not being through an accelerator?
What's the difference?
For an investor such as you, if let's assume if me and Venkat together come to you, he's been through an accelerator, I've not been through an accelerator. What is the difference, the way you perceive both of us?
Well, for us,
as an investor, yeah.
So at 500 Startups, I'd say about half of our investments come from other accelerators and other outside sources, and half go through our accelerator. And we don't actually see them any different. In fact, if there's any benefit to coming through another accelerator, is that it's an additional proof point, maybe, right? So if you come through Y Combinator or Techstars, that certainly isn't a bad thing.
Right.
Okay.
We are new on the block like 3 months back, so we don't have enough data points, but I would say in general that if you have come through an accelerator, that's an additional proof point, and you probably have built another network out there which can help you succeed.
Anil,
So see, accelerator, basically, you benefit from wisdom and experience of people who successfully build business. And money is not an issue today, You can have your own money, or you can have from friends and family or people like us. But when it comes, for a sounding board, you are good in your part. If you are building on a technology, you understand technology, but probably there are 3-4 more pillars which need to be attached for running a successful business. So if you come through accelerator, probably people who have those expertise can help you and benefit your business. And if you have that experience, then it becomes slightly easier for you to one pitch and understand business dynamics. So that's the advantage of coming through accelerator.
Okay. We'll go for one. Okay, last 5 questions. I'm going to start counting. Only 5. Raise your hands now. I'll give 5 questions. 1.
Have you ever made a back of the napkin calculation investments?
Have you done a back of the napkin envelope calculation on your investments? Anil?
In Mobi is a typical example, So Shasha, I remember those were the early days of Mumbai Angel. Was down with fever and was introduced to InMobi team. Was M coach that time and was forced to meet Naveen Tiwari and team. and that was in Delhi, and it was too difficult for him because he was down with fever, and trust me, no investor, not a, any normal person would be willing to meet, but he, was referred, with a very good reference, and Sasha said whatever may come, he need to meet, and he and Prashant and other guys met over a coffee table, and I think it was all decided on coffee table, and rest is a history, a company close to $1 billion in 4 years. So yes, it do happen.
Okay, next. Yeah, go ahead. Last one. Vinay. Speak up, speak up. I'll repeat the question, don't worry. Okay. I didn't understand the question when you wrote it. That's why I didn't ask it. I don't know if they'll understand it. Do you consider diversification as defocusing, or do you consider it as a good strategy? Meaning, I'm assuming, I'm going to put some words in his mouth. If I'm a product working on one product as a company, and I'm trying to diverse into maybe 2-3 other products, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Paul?
Stay focused. Stay focused. I want you to be really, really good at one thing, and later on you can worry about getting into 5 or 20 different verticals.
Okay, go for it.
Can the co-founders or founders draw salary from the angel fund?
Okay, when you're funded by angels, can the co-founders
Yes.
founders draw salary? Ravi?
Yes.
Anil?
Yeah, so all of our companies, I think we have a portfolio of 50 companies today, and I think all of them draw salary.
Okay, Paul?
Yes.
When you say salary, you mean like real salary, or you mean like,
You better.
What does that mean?
You better not be driving a nice
when you
car.
say
I'll tell you
salary,
that.
do you mean like your salary, or like, my chappal salary? No, I'm kidding. Don't answer that. Next.
I guess, maybe you can find out from those founders, what kind of...
Got it. I'm just joking. Yes, go for it.
These days, most of the VCs, they are very much attracted towards the digital medium of media for funding them. What's going wrong with the print publication houses?
Okay, thank you. Most of the people like digital, they don't like print. Why?
I'm surprised that's even a question, right? I mean, the web has made no
Be
offense.
nice. Be nice.
Sorry, I'm sure you're nice.
Be nice.
All
Always
I'm
be
sa-
nice.
The real question. I mean, look, the fact is,
Give
the web,
an answer based on your perspective.
the web has made everything more efficient, right? And the fact is, if you're in a venture capital, the venture capital industry, angel or VC, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, when you're funded by angels, can the co-founders
Yes.
founders draw salary? Ravi?
Yes.
Anil?
Yeah, so all of our companies, I think we have a portfolio of 50 companies today, and I think all of them draw salary.
Okay, Paul?
Yes.
When you say salary, you mean like real salary, or you mean like,
You better.
What does that mean?
You better not be driving a
When
nice
you
car.
say
I'll tell you
salary,
that.
do you mean like your salary, or like, my chappal salary? No, I'm kidding. Don't answer that.
I
Next.
guess, maybe you can find
Yeah.
out from those founders, what kind of...
Got it. I'm just joking. Yes, go for it.
These days, most of the VCs, they are very much attracted towards the digital medium of media for funding them. What's going wrong with the print publication houses?
Okay, thank you. Most of the people like digital, they don't like print. Why?
I'm surprised that's even a question, right? I mean, the web has made no
Be
offense.
nice. Be nice.
Sorry, I'm sure you're nice.
Be nice.
All
Always
I'm
be
sa-
nice.
The real question. I mean, look, the fact is,
Give
the web,
an answer based on your perspective.
the web has made everything more efficient, right? And the fact is, if you're in a venture capital, the venture capital industry, angel or VC, it doesn't really matter. Like, you're going to get better returns. Never mind what the opinions are on what's going to happen with print or whatever. The fact is that the multiples are much larger on web distribution based on the web.
Okay,
I would
Ravi.
say that's where the growth is, right? So we think that
Yeah, simple answer, that's where the growth is. More questions? Yes.
What according to you would be guidelines for entrepreneurs to select or partner with a venture capital? Apart from money, what else would you look at?
Okay, if you are an entrepreneur and you want to evaluate a VC firm, what else should he be looking at?
Yeah. Well,
Ravi, do you want to go first? Ravi, go first.
so,
Hey, पहले आप क्या कर रहे हो यार? एक बार
all right, look,
शुरू करो यार.
so value add is
हाँ, Paul, go.
value add is very important, right? So at 500 Startups, our focus is on data, design, and distribution. If you need that, you definitely want us on board, and we can get you that help within. Our average response times on the platforms are less than 15 minutes, right? So
I would say you should check the chemistry with the partner you're going to work with. He's more important than, say, everybody else. Second is do checks like they are doing checks on you through other portfolio companies. I mean, those are very valuable. I mean, and also try to check for companies which have not done well. How do they treat those guys, not only the successful guys?
Anil, do you want to get the last 2 minutes? Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Just the green. Gentleman in the green.
What if a company comes in with a thing which we already have a product and will you be able to support all these salaries?
Okay, if they're coming with a team of like 25 people, would you be able to support all of their salaries? Yes? Okay, next question. Next question. Hold on. Next, yes. Hold on, guys.
That was a question.
Guys. Focus. Be nice. Yes, I think, the question is a little challenging to answer because depending on the team size and the amount of money you raise, I don't think these guys what they're saying is if you need the money to pay people, they will help you fund it. That's all. We'll take it offline. Let's take it offline. Thank you. Yeah, next.
If I'm a startup that's in the business of helping other startups refine their technologies and refine their ideas, but I don't provide funding but everything else, can I, as a startup, go for funding from a major?
Okay. No, let's not take that question. Next.
Thanks, Mukund.
Let's take it offline. Okay? Yeah, next. Okay, got it. If the business model or the revenue model is not completely there yet, it takes more time to get to that stage, would you guys be willing and able to fund? Ravi?
If you have the domain experience, you should have at least one of the things, either the domain experience or the functional experience for us to look at investing in that.
Okay, Anil?
So we funded a company which is, I think, even before Alpha, and we have put a small amount in that company. He is still, figuring out to hire guys, and we are helping him in hiring team. And I think he's still 6 months away from Alpha and Beta both. So yes, do get funded.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think anything you can do to de-risk before you raise money certainly puts leverage in your court. I would just say that try to at least start to peel back the layers of each of those things before you raise money, right? I don't expect you to have it all figured out, but start getting some small but meaningful traction. Start testing early monetization, and we can help you out with the rest.
Okay. No. Thank you. All right.
God, I love
140 characters, really quick. What's great about 500 startups? What's great about Mumbai Angels, and what's great about Srijan?
So the way I want people to remember us is that we are an API to venture capital and functional expertise. So we can, the areas that we're particularly good at is data design and distribution. And we're doing a new deal somewhere on the planet almost every other day now. So we want to invest heavily in India.
Anil?
Mumbai Angels is a 6-year-old angel club, have over 150 successful entrepreneur and professional as their member. Who had been investing, since we started. And we are sector agnostic. We do anywhere around $100,000 to $500,000. Have a portfolio of 50 companies with 8 exits, 24 follow-on rounds, and rest are, I think, recent investments. And
hey, there's one good thing about VCs.
2 failures.
They don't know how to count 140 characters.
So mine was 138. I guess you can check.
Next.
So Srijan Capital is an incubation and angel investment fund. What's unique about us is we do very few deals and we go really deep, which means especially in the incubation model, we are the entrepreneurs, or at least one of us is the entrepreneur. So that is the differentiation. And that's where we believe we can build successful startups in India.
Great. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank all of you. Now, last thing is I'd like to get all of the VCs who were there just quickly back up here. You guys can take your seats. Just quickly, Dhrutvik, Venkat, Ravi, Nishant. We've got 2 people. Venkat, kya hua yaar? I know. That's amazing. All right, just a quick vote of thanks to all of these guys. And then what I want to do is I've got, how many of these? 7. We've got 7. This looks like 5, man.
That's 5 and this is 2.
4, 5, okay. Can you remember the most memorable question you got? And just give it over. Tell me the question. And somebody who asked that question, please raise your hand. Anti-portfolio guy. Okay, why don't you give yours to the anti-portfolio guy? Anti-portfolio, who asked about which portfolio you didn't do well?
Like
There was a guy there, right?
And 5 years down the line, you realize that you should have invested in.
There was a guy there. You remember that?
Someone over there.
Yeah, come. Just come and take a quick ride. All right. Abhimanyu, who's the next best question that you got when you were asking the question, when your questions were being asked? Oh. No, signaling was a question that came from somebody who written on a piece of paper. They didn't ask the question. They didn't say signaling. They asked something else, but I still deserve it. Okay, next question. Sanjay, think about it.
Yeah, no, somebody asked can the VC sign a term sheet and then change the valuation?
Vinay, was that you? Yeah, come and pick it up. Excellent. Ravi, do you remember? All right, let's go. Gautam, just keep thinking.
Not my question, but someone asked why the hell does it take so long? So who asked the question?
What? I love it. All the prizes are mine.
That was not you.
No, I make up all these questions. Who asked that question? I asked it, but that's okay. All right. Do you remember any other questions? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
One good one is, the consequences of switching VCs on the subsequent round, right? Did you ask that too?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Let me ask. Yeah. Here you go. Congratulations. Okay. Which other question? Do you guys remember? Nishant, do you remember any questions? Why does it take so long? That was a joke that I made. Tranches. Who asked that question about tranches? Okay. Get the money in one shot. Why don't you give it all together versus give it? All right. Okay. Who else? How many are left? How many are left? 3. I think I should just get it. We'll figure it out. Audience, who do you think asked the best question? On the font slide, that was also asked by somebody else. Who was the guy that asked the question on the font size? Excellent job. Okay. Any other questions did you find? Do you remember any memorable questions that were asked today? Okay, we'll try and figure it out. I'm just taking this home. All right. Hey, we got 5. Let's do with 5. And but thank you, gentlemen. Thank you all very, very much. And most of you who have more questions, these guys will be available for the next couple of days. Today and tomorrow. So you can definitely meet them, ask them questions. You can beat them up. You can get money out of them faster in one tranche. And one last thing, please send feedback to what is there on the... So if it is yes, take that no number out, dude. Thank you guys very much. Tea is going to be served out and to the left. Thank you, Guru. Oh, yeah.